So this next presenter hates Mondays and loves lasagna. Give it up for Catherine Collison.
In all of my Garfield fan fictions, I'm actually normal, so. It's really funny that this group is called 2 Drink Minimum because tonight I'm about to tell like 2 jokes maximum. And that was one of them. So I am a female comedian, and that means for the bulk of tonight's set, I will be talking about my body and the way I look. Because I have to. So if you have seen my outfit, you know that I'm obviously very into fashion. I like to situate, I mean it obviously depends day to day, but I situate my personal style as somewhere right between the sexy green lady Eminem and then just Christian Bale's character in American Hustle. So yeah, a lot of people ask me where I get my clothes from. I actually thrift most of my clothes. I actually thrifted this dress. So if we could all make some noise for the weirdo slut who owned this before me, that would be great. She lives in Mount Vernon, because I got it there. But yeah, so I started thrifting clothes pretty early, 4th grade, which I feel like is earlier than most. Some people never do. So by the time that I reached high school, it was kind of a thing that I was known for. And I actually remember the day that Thrift Shop by Macklemore came out. Because it was like an overnight sensation, and then I showed up to school the next morning, and everyone was like, "Hey Macklemore, can we go thrift shopping? Is that your grandpa's coat?" And I was like, "Fuck you! No! You do not compare me to a white rapper! Because that's a fate worse than death." Yeah, well, so I thrifted my clothes, and like some things have changed, some things haven't. I still thrift most of my clothes, but the way I tell now if my outfit is good is by how uncomfortable I make my professors during office hours. And I know that I look really good by me walking in and them just like not being able to make eye contact. Like I walk in and I'm like, "I was just wondering if you had a chance to look at my essay." And they're like, "Yeah, your thesis, I'm really excited for the kinds of things that I feel like you're opening yourself up to. This is gonna pay off." Yeah, I mean, it's happened before. So the male gaze is real, and some people choose to exploit it, some people don't. But I feel like we kind of ignore the fact that it does exist. Mainly because our community is so small, like we kind of have the luxury of that. And granted, it is like logistically very difficult to catcall someone when you're walking on Gaskin Avenue with them. Like, someone will walk by and you'll be like, "Damn, girl, where are you going looking like that?" "Oh, to the post office?" "Oh, okay, so I'm actually going to the market, so." "So do you have any fun weekend plans?" Yeah, but I feel like it's the guy that will follow you to the post office that will also be the quickest to call himself woke. And that's something that we talk about a lot here, and that we can all obviously do better about. I feel like most of the people who claim to be the wokest, their actual level is something like this. Yeah. Oh my god, what time is it? Oh dude, it's so early. No, it's fine. I'm already on my way. It's fine. So yeah. Being queer is fun. Thank you for clapping. Because in some people's cases, especially mine, it means that you get to lose your virginity not only once, but twice. And let me just clarify right now and say that I don't really fuck with virginity. Firstly, because I think that it commodifies women's sexuality and like heteronormatizes sex in a way that's really toxic. But secondly, and more importantly, the fact that I am a predatory bisexual who's looking to fuck every man, woman, and gender non-conforming individual on this campus. It's 2017. Without having to worry about anyone catching feelings. Yeah, so. I'm sorry, I don't have, this isn't notes. I actually have a memento disease, and the note I'm about to take out is just a list of my name and all the people who have wronged me. So anyway, actually, you know what? I don't need it. So I kind of feel like there's a lot of talk about labels, basically, and those kind of suck. But people really need them. People like really crave them. And so it's like not enough for me to call myself queer. I have to go ahead and do a thing like calling myself bisexual, which if you have been following me from the last season of 2 Drink Minimum is something that I really don't like doing. Just because like whether it be a friend, a family member, or a concerned stranger at a party wondering what my situation is, I feel myself constantly having to defend myself. And so what I like to do is I like to liken bisexuality to a Reese's peanut butter cup. So why have just chocolate or just peanut butter when you could have the delicious reality of having to come out to your parents every time you see them? It is exhausting and scrumptious. Yeah, but I wonder where the people who are so hungry for labels are. Well, obviously, on the other side, labels are very like helpful and comforting for some people. It can really help people navigate their identity. And they're also important in different senses. Like, I kind of wonder where these people are when it's time to call someone, specifically a white man with an assault weapon, a terrorist, or like call a white supremacist a white supremacist. Like, where's Mr. Label Maker at the party when all that shit's going down? Like, I'm sorry that you wasted all your ink. I know bisexual is a long word, I get it. But yeah, I like have to admit that it's very fucked up when we have a president who treats perpetrators of hate crimes like they're a kid who just pooped in a public pool. It's one of these situations where it's like, oh no, that's bad. Oh yeah, hey, come on. It wasn't your fault. Okay, everybody does it, all right? I do it too sometimes. All right, hey, no, you are not gonna get in trouble. You're not get it, no, okay? All right, just make sure you try to hold it in next time, all right? Okay, all right, get out of here. I'll see you later. So anyway, to recap, prosecute perpetrators of hate crimes, ban assault weapons, and mom and dad, if you're watching this, a lot of people like peanut butter and chocolate. It's not that fucking weird, okay? Thank you.